How to Love Someone with Autism by Timothy Rohr. There is a slogan, I love someone with autism. The slogan is commonly used by parents who have children with autism, but the slogan can also be used by caregivers, teachers, therapists, counselors, and other employees who work with people with autism and other disabilities. People with autism are admired by their parents, other relatives, and by employees who provide them support. However, people with autism are often stigmatized by neurotypical peers, their age, and by the majority of the population, especially if they lack exposure towards people with autism and other disabilities. The term neurotypical is commonly used by those who have autism and other mental conditions, which refers to people who do not have symptoms of autism or other mental conditions. In order to love someone with autism, you don't need to have autism or other disabilities, nor be a parent or relative of someone with autism. You also don't need to be a caregiver, teacher, therapist, or another employee who provides support to love someone with autism either. To love someone with autism, all you need is compassion and patience, and to accept and include someone with autism for who they are. You can also be a friend of someone with autism too. To have compassion for someone with autism, put yourselves in their shoes and understand what it's like to be them. Imagine talking differently, being sensitive to certain senses, stimming when excited, following a certain routine, or even learning in a different way. Also understand how you would feel if you have autism and your neurotypical peers ignored or bullied you. To have patience for someone with autism, people with autism need to take time to do things such as processing what they're going to say or completing a certain task. If you're having a conversation with someone with autism, you may need to talk at a slower pace or repeat the conversation if they forget what you said. If someone with autism is doing a task slowly, let them take their time on the task. But if they're confused about what to do, feel free to help them with the task. To accept someone with autism, accept them for being different. People with autism may think differently, speak differently, stim when excited, follow a certain routine, learn in a different way, have interests that are unique to them, or need assistance with tasks. But none of those differences make them any less of a person. If you accept someone with autism for the differences they have, they will feel comfortable around you. To include someone with autism, be sure to exchange phone numbers, social media accounts, or email addresses with them. If you meet someone with autism at school, a job, or another location, someone with autism will be thankful to have your contact information so they can talk to you outside of school, work, or other functions. While you have the contact information of someone with autism, be sure to make plans to see the person with autism at places such as restaurants, movie theaters, bowling alleys, beaches, parks, and parties. When you see someone with autism when hanging out at places or events, be sure to accommodate them. If you're at a restaurant and the person with autism needs help paying for their orders, be sure to help them with how much money they need to pay and leaving a tip. If you're at a party, be sure to speak to your friend with autism as well as your other friends in a softer tone of voice, play music at a lower volume, and avoid objects that trigger sensory sensitivities, such as flashing lights. Even though someone may have autism and have differences, there are still aspects about someone with autism that you may find something in common with. Even though someone with autism has sensory sensitivities or learns at their own pace, you and them may both enjoy doing art together going to specific restaurants, watching movies together, and going to the beach. When you love someone with autism, they're grateful that you're there for them because they were lonely before and they're now hanging out with someone different besides their parents, other relatives, and employees who provide them support. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tips for Inclusion, the number 4. Check out my other videos, and share my videos with your friends, family, and everyone around you. Check out my website and social media